check, and one thing I can't stress enough is making sure you have an annual safety check done every year. It's not just for safety of yourselves, it's also to the long life of the boiler. If you fail to maintain the boiler, they do fail nowadays with the condensate inside. It can rot through. Have you ever done a thing called flue rot? Well, what happens is the plastics inside get brittle over time and they will start to seep through cracks. I'll show you on this one exactly what I mean. It can get dangerous because it does rot your steel casing, and then the full boiler has to be brought off and replaced. Ready? Right, let's take the case off. I've only done the 2 screws at the bottom. I'm a registered gas engineer. I don't recommend you do this unless you are competent to do so, or you are a registered gas engineer. I can't stress it enough about that, yeah. Right, so bottom 2 screws are already out. They're important. Bottom clips are off. Well, these older Ideal Logics, they all have this plastic flue and sump, and it's off. Now you see there, we're starting. That is a mould marker, it's starting to seep. And what it does eventually is start to rot this bottom area of your casing. And rust through. As you can see, this is not got there yet, but it's starting, so we need to replace that. We need to also check the sump, which is, it does crack on the inside here, so I've got to check that, but it looks like that's running down at the moment onto there. So, right, we've got the new part, which is relatively cheap compared to a new boiler. It's this one here. As you can see, it's just stood at the side of it. You can see the difference. You've still got your mold mark there, but obviously this older one has gone through. Right then, let's get the sump cover off and start to change. We'll check the sump as we take the cover off as well. 2 screws. Your engineer, when he comes out to do this for you, should also check inside there. Feeling that's just drilled down everything and that has otherwise. So I'm on the video and I'll come back to you. Right then. Check inside there first. Let's go grab a torch. Now I'm trying to show you, there we go. Is on the screen. You can see the inside of the sump is okay. A little bit of debris at the back. Not anything to worry about. It's not absolutely caked. It's going to cause any serious blockage issues. Right then. So let's do it. Little wriggle. No overstress it. Pull forward. That's the old one. You can't see her on the inside. You can, but yeah. Right, this is caused by the use of the boiler. There's nothing you can stop, but at least if we get to it early, we can stop it rotting the rest of the boiler. It's due to the fact is it's a mold mark and the heat is very concentrated at this bottom here because it's come down and its first port of call is back up through here and escapes through the flue this way. But that does have a lot of heat generating, sorry. So it does eventually get one of them. The sump does eventually go on them, but like I say, if you haven't maintained every year, have it checked out, you shouldn't ever get any realistic issues through it. Putting your new one on, check your seals at the top. Get lubrication at the top, get lubrication on the bottom. it's not straightforward. There we go, but it slips in at least. Put you back. So then, most importantly, this clip. It has a clip, you see, it's clip this over to hold it on due to the pressure, so it doesn't fly back off, and it must be fitted that way around. If any engineer fits it that way around, it's not going to do a damn thing. And also, I've seen a few times, I've been on jobs, that this is the wrong orientation. Now that does cause serious issues. It causes boiler case rot as well. So whenever you're hiring somebody, make sure they know what they're doing. So if they're not, your boiler is bound to fail. And also, now we've done that, we also have to check on the flow gas ratios, make sure that everything and all the rubber seals that we just disturbed are going to be sufficient for the new boiler. I should say. Right then, we're going to do condensate. Empty. Get rid of the black at the bottom. Also, which is done on an annual service. Because if something gets blocked up, your boiler won't work at all. Be careful because it's absolutely full of water, and if it spills, you go with PCB. All boilers are designed the same. Right, pause for 2 seconds while I change position. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner. You can't get it 100%, but at least we're 95% there. And that tainting is still there because you can't actually get to it. It's just one of them. But as long as the top is clean, it will be fine. We've tested it, we've run it through, and it is clear. Alright, let's get it back in boiler then. There's a little pipe there that needs to be connected onto the rubber hose that's sticking through the boiler casing. That must be lined up perfectly, otherwise it will leak over your boiler again. Take the rubber bolt off, because it's in there on these older models. You can feel it coming down, grip, it should be flat all the way around and sat on all sides. This is touching contact. Right, the boot. As you can see, it's got an internal one. The internal one always fits in this one here. This one here is an external, and it always goes onto that bit. I've seen guys many times fitting them like that when I've gone to a service, and it's absolutely stupid. So it don't work. It sends them dribbling all over and rotting in your boiler. Right, so give it a kick up there. It's got to push down, so make sure it's all the way down all the way around, which it feels to be. Wriggle up, yep, that's fine. Yep, that's tight. Yep, that's tight. Right then, proof's in the pudding, let's get analysed. Right, let's shut the case up then. It's always better just to double check, make sure everything's fine before you shut your case in. Not worse than go and do it all the mischief. Right, this is the flow analysis we're carrying out on this boiler we've just repaired. As you can see, the results are really good. It is well within the ratio, is what you've always got to watch out for. This one here. You can't go above 0.004. Check your manufacturer's instructions as well, because I'm using 0.004. This is way under by 0.008. The CO2 wants to be roughly 8.7, 9.12, something like that, sometimes a 9.3. It's parts per million. That can really go up to anything less than 200 parts per million. It's can see, this boiler's not working good or well. Every gas engineer should carry one of these and make sure it is carried out on a service. You can't take a case off a boiler and put it back on without having an analysis afterwards, just to make sure all the case seals are there again. Just make sure that no internal fluid components are being left amiss and getting mixture of gas and fresh air mixing together inside the boiler. That's this test carried out. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to call. It's G Smith Plumbing and Gas Services on 07940049157. Okay, hope to catch you soon. I'm based in Leeds. Right, cheers, thanks, bye.